Hello again, everybody. This is Amorgin, and you're very welcome to this Star Trek Fleet Command. A bit of a special one, guys. I know I haven't been around too much. I've still got real life stuff going on, but this is quite a big update that's coming. This is quite a big change for the game. It's going to change the way it works in terms of alliances and all of that. So we're going to get straight into it. Territory capture. Everybody's talking about it at the minute. We're after going into the game maintenance to get it updated. Now, maybe if I get time later on, I might even be able to go live today. I've found a bit of time today. I might even be able to go live later on. I'll see how that goes. Keep an eye out if that's the case. Remember to hit the button and subscribe and all of that for alerts and all that kind of thing if you want to be able to capture any live streams or any kind of content that I do on this. But in terms of territory capture, guys, we've seen this kind of thing in a lot of other mobile games. It's not new in terms of the concept. We've called for stuff like this to happen a long time ago in community panels and all sorts of things, and there's been lots of different ideas, and finally Scopely have listened, and they've gone and they've implemented some sort of alliance group activity where you can go and you can get combined resources for the alliance and do group activities where you can take over territories and all of that. So they're saying that they've done the territory capture update and they wanted to share more in-depth information. Two main parts: origin sector, galaxy map, new systems on the map. We've seen other elements of this in the last couple of weeks, so we'll not labour that too much. Most people have made themselves a little bit familiar with it at this stage. Each zone has a set time once a week, so it's a weekly thing where once a week you're going to have to be able to get into your alliance, be active in your alliance, and help take over these territories for the various different buffs that you're going to get. They last either 30, 45 or 60 minutes, so it's going to be all hands on deck for those 30, 45 or 60 minutes by the looks of it once a week. Once it's started, you tap in the zone that you want to participate in and you pay the resource required. So Alliance leaders and Commodores presumably are going to be the ones to do that. There's a little video here that shows us. It's on YouTube. We're just going to run with that for a wee second. It's a level 36 account. There's your zones. They're moving pretty fast through this. It's like a 15-second video. We need to watch this again, to be honest with you. It flew past pretty fast. We see a Brejack embassy there. Territory capture there. Okay. Brejack next takeover 6 days. Saldeti takeover ends in 15 minutes. Component efficiency enhancer, protected cargo enhancer. Yeah, okay. Your alliance will automatically join the next takeover for this zone. And there's what she looks like. Okay, so score more points than other alliances during the takeover. Having ships in the system gives you 1 point per minute for the alliance, but occupying a capture node gives you 3 points for a total of 4 per minute. So you want a ship on there that's mining. Not sure there from that immediately if the amount that you're mining matters too much. You could have a warship presumably on a mining node and still get your 4 points. I don't think it says anything about that. During the last third of the takeover, it goes in overdrive mode and all scoring is multiplied by 3. So the last third, so if it's going to be 45 minutes, it's the last 15 minutes, seemingly. They said there a little while ago, what was it? 30 minutes, 45 minutes or 60 minutes. So the last 20 minutes if it's a 60 minute one, 15 if it's 45 and 10 if it's a 30 minute timer. Compete as an alliance to capture the zone during the takeover. Okay, during the last third, 3 times scoring. So the last couple of minutes of these takeovers is going to be frantic. Imagine there's going to be a lot of ships getting blown up and a lot of PvP going on. Okay, the alliance with the most points wins the zone. Fair enough. Nothing new in that concept. It is a capture the flag type thing. King of the Hill. Short fact. Limitation on zones. Powerful alliance must choose which zones it most wants to capture. No single alliance can capture the whole galaxy. The limitation is 5 zones in total, independent of the tier. Presumably that means independent of the tier. Not sure what the way that's phrased. As long as I can pay the takeover join fee, can my alliance capture any zone we want? If your alliance doesn't own any territory, you can only attempt to join takeover tier 1 zones. So to start, it's all going to be tier 1 zones we're doing. If your alliance owns a territory, you can only attempt takeovers in an adjacent zone. Okay, so you have to basically work your way through it. You can't just jump in and grab whatever system you want, seemingly. You can't just jump into a tier 2 or a tier 3 system when you get that far and get the research done. My alliance has captured zone A. It can then choose to capture zone B and C, but not D, right? What if I'm in a system my alliance has not joined the takeover yet? Points are only given to the alliance that you have joined. You will not start scoring or gaining points until your alliance admiral or commodore clicks to join the takeover on that zone's embassy. Okay, so I'm in Wolf at the moment. I'll have to get back to the Hom lads to take part in this properly, but for the start, I'm in Wolf, so when the maintenance is over, I'll go in and I'll see what I can do in terms of scoring a few points for the Wolf lads and all of that. They'll probably all be in bed when the maintenance is over, but sure, we'll see how it goes. Does it matter which system my ships are in during the takeover? Takeover scores are calculated across the whole zone. Okay, how many capture nodes are there per system? 4 to 20 capture nodes, depending on the system. Mechanics similar to mining nodes. Send your ship unoccupied capture node to dock and score points. If the capture node is occupied, you must defeat the occupant. Fair enough, yeah. Okay, again, nothing about what type of ship you need or the amount you need to mine. Can I attack players in the zone during takeover? Yes, you can. Can I view other systems in the zone if I don't have a ship? No, you can only view systems where you either have base or ship, so there's going to be a fog of war on this. Do I get points for destroying other players or ships during the takeover? No, you only get points for having ships present in the system or docked on a capture node. If my ships are docked at home and my station is in the takeover zone, will they score points? No, ships docked in stations will not score points during the takeover. Okay, so this is the announcement that came out today. It says, congratulations, you succeeded in your takeover and your alliance now owns a territory capture zone. You will share information on the resources and inventory benefits you have unlocked with your victory. Once you control a zone, you can start mining a new resource called raw isogen. Additional resources and territory capture will be used for new research nodes and so on. You can read this again, guys. Links will be below. You can relocate your base to the territory as soon as your alliance takes control, and while other ships can attack your base, if you don't apply a peace shield, they won't be able to move their station to your territory. Okay, if your alliance loses control of the territory in future, your base won't be kicked out of the system, but your station remains there and you won't be able to activate a peace shield. Okay, that's interesting. Alliance leaders can activate the services. Buffs are granted for all alliance members. Higher tier zones, more valuable resources. Plan in advance what you want to capture. All services obtained stacked together, whether they're from the same zone. And activated services will last until the end of the next takeover. Let's talk about mining. It's a crucial point for starting a takeover. If you're interested in joining a takeover of tier 1 zone, you need to have 450k refined isogen tier 1. Refined isogen tier 1 is obtained by refining tier 1 raw isogen. Okay, so a new material domain. Let's take a look at this quick video. Subwoofer guy again. Okay, protected cargo enhancer. Okay, so that's just him activating the buff. Okay, raw isogen mines can be found throughout the origin sector, and the tier 1 raw isogen can be found in systems outside of the origin sector. At launch, you will be able to find tier 1 isogen mines in the following systems. So 3 new systems there. And then in some of the rogue space systems. So presumably people are going to be jumping to the rogue space systems to get that to begin with before we take over anything. Oh, so there's a new type of armadas as well. Layer armadas. Okay, so the new materials: refined isogen, progenitor, alloy, and isoemulsion, individual and alliance resources. These belong to the alliance as soon as they're acquired. They're used to join takeovers. You'll need the combined help of all alliance members. Every time you refine raw isogen or progenitor allele, you receive a combination of personal resources and alliance resources. Your personal progression, territory capture, research tree, and store. So that seems on the surface there like a nice thing that everybody in the alliance can contribute to the research. Okay, so alliance leaders will use that to strengthen your alliance's hold on the origin sector. Questions you may have: what happens to the alliance resource that I've acquired if I leave the alliance? Right, so you lose that to that alliance. You don't bring it with you to the new alliance. If you're not in an alliance, it doesn't carry over either. And then you just refine the personal resources to contribute to another set of alliance resources, progenitor components, and personal resources. So presumably we're going to get that. The rate is yet to be seen. It could be shitty enough. We don't know yet. We'll have to take a look at that when it actually comes out after the maintenance. Emulsion can be used to upgrade your territory capture research tree. Okay, so you can contribute just that way to the research as well. All very good looking on the surface there. You'll be able to see your alliance's resources from the Alliance Territory UI, which will be a new screen added to your main Alliance hub. Let's take a quick look at this. Subwoofer done a couple of wee videos on this for us. Okay, so there is a bit of an overload of these new resources. Every time there's a bloody new update, there's more and more new resources. We'll come back to that at another time though, instead of just giving out about that, because that's a whole other issue. You may have to scroll to the rightmost tab to find the territory capture refine options. The refinery may not be available until a couple of days after the feature launch to ensure a fair starting point. So the refinery option might not even be available straight away, lads. New territory research will allow you to research new technologies that will help you and your alliance members make your mark on the galaxy. So let's take a wee look at this research tree. So brand new tab in the research. Prime protected cargo, 100% to protected cargo, 150% damage to versus player ships. That'd be handy for people who like PvP. Lots of other standard research, and prime capture node damage. Okay. And Shinny, that's it. One of the first things you could research in the new tree will be the prime protected cargo. You won't want to lose these precious resources. You will be able to research it using the iso emulsion obtained from the raw isogen. While capturing territory with your alliance, you would benefit from having the prime capture node damage, which will increase your damage done while occupying a capture node. And to research those new nodes, you will need to use resources or tokens gained from mining. So there's where the benefit of the amount that you mine is. Owning a territory of battle. We look forward to hearing from you about how you will spend them and which research you will unlock first. Okay, so that's that. On the surface, looks very good, folks. I'm a little bit excited about it. That's why I took the time out to do this video, despite real life issues. It'd be interesting to see the way this goes. We'll certainly follow this up on Discord. We'll be chatting a lot about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think so far. There's a couple of hours left before the maintenance is up, and it could even be a couple of days before people get their heads around how this works. There is also patch 24 coming, new officers and stuff by the looks of it. We'll quickly skip through this. New systems and territories available. The origin sector has been rapidly claimed by 6 opportunistic races: the Sulaban, the Tholians, the Trill, the Corvallan, the Breen, and the Bolians. Rally your alliance to engage in these territory takeovers across different tiers to access exclusive services like mining, housing, and rewards. Okay, so we've seen a little bit of this information, a wee bit repetitive there. We'll skip on down, see what else it says here. Continue discovery arc, fair enough. This is the third part of the discovery arc. We'll see how that goes. We're hoping it's going to be a little bit better than previously. Recruit 3 new discovery officers. Ash, Taylor and crew are beaming into the galaxy. Taylor. We're looking at Ash, Tyler, Hugh Culber, and Arium. So Ash is a rare. Increase your officer attack by a certain amount. and he's a burning officer, increasing damage. It's officer ability. Hugh Culber's an uncommon. When defending at so when he's so Hugh Culber's going to be a specific territory capture officer. When defending the territory capture node, increase your armor by a certain amount of your total health, and reduce jump and instant warp costs. And Ariam Isogen Minor, okay, so she's specific to that. When defending a territory capture node, and when your hull health power is lower than 85% of starting value, it'll apply burning to the enemy each round. Okay, that's interesting. That should combine then with Ash. Battle Pass, avatars, frames. The Alliance Online status, we've long awaited this. This has been much anticipated. It's about time that we had this, especially now we're getting more advanced Alliance and group activities. About time we're able to tell who's been online for the last while. Alliances will be able to tidy up their membership. And a bunch of bug issues fixed. Probably not the half of the ones that we want, but I'll let you guys review that in your own time. I'm a little bit excited about it. Like I say, guys, leave your thoughts and your comments below. Come into Discord and have a chat with us and any of the rest of the lads that are about there. If you have anything you want to comment on, or if you have any questions, we can't maybe answer them all just straight away, but there is a font of knowledge there on Discord among the lads that we can certainly thrash out some of the issues or point you guys in the direction of other resources where you can find your answers, perhaps. There'll be more to come on this. This is early days yet, remember, and I'm going to get ready now to make some room on my phone so that I can update the game. And until the next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll chat to you all again soon. Cheers.